One evening, Hana walked home past an old mossy shrine nestled among tall trees. She heard a tiny sound coming from beneath the stone steps. A small white kitten sat there, with a faint soft glow on its forehead. Hana slowly reached out her hand, and the white kitten walked toward her without any fear. It moved its little mouth as if whispering its own name, Shiro. Hana smiled and gently cradled Shiro in her arms. That night, before sleeping, Hana placed Shiro beside her pillow. The light on Shiro's forehead grew softly brighter, like gentle moonlight. Hana's bedroom slowly turned a warm, dreamy golden color. Shiro stood up and padded toward a tiny glowing door that had appeared in the bedroom wall. Hana followed with an excited and fearless heart. When she stepped through the door, a warm and beautiful new world appeared before her. Hana found herself standing in a tiny village of mushroom-cap houses and pale green trees. Thousands of paper lanterns floated gently in the sky above, swaying in a soft breeze. It was so beautiful and warm that Hana could not stop smiling. A tiny spirit named Ko came running toward Hana with the happiest smile. It spread its little arms wide and said, "Welcome to our village, Hana." Shiro sat nearby and nodded, as if to say Ko was the very best friend. Ko led Hana through the village where tiny spirits were busy decorating colorful lanterns. Some painted delicate patterns, while others threaded bright ribbons. A sweet scent of treats drifted warmly all through the village. As evening came, Yeo, the kind elder spirit, called everyone to sit around a small glowing fire. She told them that tomorrow night was the Great Lantern Festival. Every single lantern must shine brightly to bring happiness to the village. The next morning, Hana woke to find that many lanterns had mysteriously gone dark. All the spirits looked at each other with worried faces. Ko said that if all the lanterns went out, the festival could not begin. Yeo explained that each lantern needed a happy memory to light its flame. But many spirits had forgotten their own happiness. Hana listened carefully and nodded with a determined heart. Hana walked over to a spirit who sat alone beneath a great tree. She sat beside it and asked softly what things had once made it happy. The little spirit began to think, and slowly a smile appeared on its face. Suddenly the lantern above that little spirit lit up beautifully. Soft golden light floated out from it, carrying the scent of sweet flowers. Hana clapped her hands with joy, and Shiro gave a tiny happy meow. Hana, Ko, and Shiro set off together to help every spirit in the village. They walked through a glowing forest and beside a crystal-clear stream with sparkling pebbles. Ko led the way cheerfully, swinging its tiny lantern. They found a little spirit who had forgotten happiness because it felt lonely. Hana held its hand gently and shared her own happy memory of playing with friends under a big tree. The little spirit cried a tiny bit and then laughed softly. Everywhere Hana went she sat and listened, helping each spirit find its own happy memories. Some remembered the scent of rain, others remembered a song they once heard. Each time a memory returned, another lantern glowed to life. But there was one spirit who could not remember any happiness at all, no matter how hard it tried. Its lantern had been dark for so long it had forgotten even what light looked like. Hana sat quietly beside it, without hurrying or leaving it alone. Hana told the little spirit about the first time she met Shiro at the shrine and how warm it had made her feel. She said happiness does not need to be big, just feeling not alone is enough. The little spirit slowly lifted its face and looked at Hana with eyes beginning to glisten. Suddenly the very last lantern blazed to life more beautifully than all the others, shining brighter than any lantern before. A warm golden pink light rose up into the sky like a brand new star. The whole village glowed as it never had before. The Lantern Festival began at last in its full glory, with every spirit dancing and singing with joy. Hana held Ko's hand and danced together under the warm lantern light. Shiro ran happily in circles around everyone's feet. As the stars began to fade, Shiro walked slowly to Hana and looked at her with the gentlest eyes. Hana knew it was time to go home. She hugged Shiro softly and whispered thank you. When she closed her eyes, a gentle light carried her back to her warm bedroom.